If you've just replaced the battery in your Timex Ironman Triathlon Shock, you'll need to set the time and date. In this video, aside from setting the time and date, I'm going to show you how to use the other features of this watch, including how to use chrono mode, set the timer and alarm, turn on and off sounds, and use Indiglo. Let's get started. To set the time and date, press and hold the set recall button until time 1 shows in the display. This watch has the ability to store 2 times, referred to as time 1 and time 2. So if you train, race, or just travel frequently between 2 time zones, this is totally handy. To toggle between time 1 and time 2 in order to set one of them, use the start split button here or the stop reset button here to toggle between them. Since I want to set time 1 in this case, I'll toggle to time 1 and then press the mode button, which is next as indicated here. Now the hour is flashing. To set the hour, use the start split button to advance the hour forward or the stop reset button to move the hour backwards, keeping in mind AM and PM as shown here by A and P. Press next and the minutes will flash. Use the start split and stop reset buttons to select the minutes. Then press next. Seconds will flash. Use the start split and stop reset buttons to change the seconds, if you like. Press next and the day of the week flashes. Use the start split and stop reset buttons to select the day of the week. Then press next and the month will flash. Use the start split and stop reset buttons to select the month. Then press next. Now the day of the month is flashing. Use the start split and stop reset buttons to select the day of the month. Then press next. And here we have the option displaying the time in a 12-hour or 24-hour clock format. Use the start split button to toggle between 12-hour and 24-hour formats. Then press next. Use the start split button to toggle the date format as either month day or day month if you're European. Press next. Here you select if you want the chime on or off, and the chime is just for the alarm and the interval timer. Use start split to toggle between chime on and off. Press next. Here you select if you want the beep on or off, and the beep just lets you know when you're pressing buttons. I'll leave it on for now, but keeping it off definitely prolongs battery life. Press next, and we're back at the time 1 screen. Since we're done setting time 1, press set recall, which is done. Keep in mind, time 2 is set the same way as time 1. I've already set time 2 for purposes of this, but so to show you how to toggle between the 2 times when you're in clock mode as shown here, briefly press start split to momentarily see time 2. You can see T2 in the display when I press it. Or if you want to switch to time 2, press and hold start split for about 5 seconds and time 2 will remain in the clock display. And then if you want to switch back to time 1 again, hold down the start split button for 5 seconds. Now that you know how to set the current time and date, I'll show you some of the other cool features of this watch. Use the mode button here to toggle between chrono, which is handy for tracking your pace, timer, which can be used for interval training, and alarm, which is used to set and turn on and off the alarm. Then it toggles back to the clock display. So as a runner, you probably already know chrono mode is a great way to time your minutes per mile, or if you're training on a track, the amount of time it takes you to get around the track. To select chrono mode, press the mode button to toggle to chrono. From here, you can either start the chrono or change the format of the chrono display. To set the format of the display, press set recall and use the start split or stop reset buttons to select whether you want the current split time at the top and lap time at the bottom or vice versa. Split time being the total time lapsed and lap time being the current mile or lap. Decide on your format and press set recall, which is done. Once the format's set, the watch will maintain this format so you don't need to set it again unless you want to. To begin the chrono timer, press start split and begin running. Once you've run a mile or made your first lap around the track, press start split and the watch display will pause for 10 seconds so you can see your first lap. But keep in mind the chrono timer is still running in the background, so don't stop running. After your second mile or lap around the track, press start split again to record it and keep running. So you're in the middle of your 5K run and you see your chatty neighbor Jim, who's oblivious to the fact that you're in the middle of your workout. So to pause the chrono timer at any time, press the stop reset button. And then once Jim's done talking at you, press start split to resume the chrono timer and get back to your workout. Once you've completed your lap time or mile, press start split to record it. And when your workout is completed, press stop reset. The watch has now stored the splits of your workout, If you'd like to review each split, press set recall and use the start, split, and stop reset buttons to toggle through your workout results. So lap 1, lap 2, lap 3. And when you're finished reviewing your results, press set recall, which is done, as shown here. And we're back to the chrono timer. Something to note about this Timex Ironman model, which I'm not totally thrilled about, is that unfortunately it can't store more than one workout at a time. To clear or reset the chrono timer before your next workout, press and hold the stop reset button. To return to the clock display at any time, just press the mode button until you've returned to the clock display. If chrono is running in the background, you'll see a little stopwatch icon in the clock display to the left of the day of the week. Let's talk about timer mode, which is great for interval training or cooking, I guess. So as a runner, the timer can be used to set a total amount of time for your workout. For example, if you're more concerned with time rather than distance, or it can be used to set repeating intervals. Intervals are obviously a great training workout. For example, run your fastest pace for 10 minutes, then at a comfortable pace for 10 minutes, then your fastest pace for 10 minutes, then a comfortable pace for 10, and so on and so forth. To select timer mode, press the mode button repeatedly to toggle the timer. To set the timer, press set recall and the hours flash. Set the hours using the start, split, and stop reset buttons. Since I want to set the timer for 10-minute intervals, I'll leave the hours at 0. Then press next, which is the mode button. Now the minutes are flashing. Use the start, split, and stop reset buttons to set the minutes. I'm going to set this for 10-minute intervals. Then press next. Now the seconds are flashing. And I don't do anything with this, but you can use the start, split, stop, reset buttons to set the seconds if you like. Then press next, which again is the mode button. Here you'll use the start, split, and stop reset buttons to select if you'd like the interval to either repeat at the end of the countdown or stop at the end of the countdown. For interval training, I'll select repeat at the end, then press done, which is the set recall button. Now let's go running. To start the timer, press start, split, and start running or biking or swimming, since after all this is an Ironman, right? To pause the timer at any time, press stop reset. To start the timer again, press start split, and the timer continues to count down. Once you've completed your workout, press stop reset. To return to the clock display at any time, just press the mode button until you've returned to the clock display. If you're in clock mode and the timer is running in the background, you'll see an hourglass icon in the upper left of the clock display. To set the alarm as well as turn it on and off, use the mode button to toggle to alarm. To set the alarm, press set recall. The hour will flash, so we'll use the start, split buttons to advance the hour forward or stop reset button to move the hour backwards. Press the mode button again, which is next, and the minutes flash. Use the start, split button to advance the minutes forward or the stop reset button to move the minutes backwards. Then press next, and AM or PM will flash. Use the start, split button or stop reset button to select AM or PM. Press next. Now we'll use the start, split button or stop reset button to select if we want the alarm to sound daily, weekdays only, or just weekends. Then we're done. So we'll press set recall, which is done. To toggle the alarm on or off, simply use the start, split button or stop reset button. To return to the clock display, just press the mode button until you've returned to the clock display. If the alarm is on, you'll see a little clock in the time display. Lastly, if you're running at night, a cool feature of this watch is the Indiglo function. To see the display briefly in Indiglo, press the Indiglo button in the upper right corner. If you're exercising in the dark and want the Indiglo function to turn on whenever you press any button, just press and hold the Indiglo button for 5 seconds until the little moon shows up in the display above AM/PM. Just keep in mind the Indiglo function uses a lot of battery power. So to turn it off, press and hold the Indiglo button again for 5 seconds. If your battery dies and you'd like to replace it, please see my other video on how to change the battery. The link should appear in the upper right-hand corner now, but I'll also post it in the information section below. If this video has been helpful, please do me a favor and like it, and that way other people can find it. And as always, thank you so much for watching.